Hey folks, it's Vic Noble here with a weekly trade example for you for the week ended July the 29th of 2011. And you know what I thought I'd do this week is I took a trade last night and I thought, well, maybe it'd be beneficial just to show you what I did, why I did it, where I had my stop, where I took my profit and why, and all that kind of stuff, just to give you an idea of how we use these levels that we talk about all the time. And this is what I saw as of the close of yesterday. Now, when I say yesterday, this is the 26th, so coming into the 27th. This is what I saw, and I had these levels marked off. Look at all these lines here. They're not trivial. I have these on here for a very specific reason. It's because price has shown a tendency to react around these levels in the past. So they may not, I don't know. I have to wait and see what happens when price gets there. This was resistance. It broke it. It became support. It actually was support here for a little bit. It bounced up and then went down because this is a daily chart. And you can see it in here, and that was resistance here, and then it came up and retested again here. And what I started doing then is start watching my 4-hour chart. This is a daily chart. And if you go down to the 4-hour chart, what happened is that here's what it looked like right here. Okay, this is the beginning of this is when price hit that resistance level on the daily that I was just watching. Now, you got to look at that and go, okay, is this bullish or bearish right here? Well, this whole move is bullish, but I'm looking at resistance. In fact, I want to show you something here. Let's go to the weekly chart for just a second. Okay, the weekly chart, this is what I liked about it. Not only were we at this level here that we saw in the daily chart, but look how it used to be support over on the left here. It broke it, it became resistance. It was pretty good resistance here. That's a big bounce down. And then it kind of bounced around in between it here, and then had a problem right there with it, and it's coming again. And by the way, this is from this high, this is back in May, down to the low. This is a perfect 62% Fibonacci retracement at a place where it used to be resistance. Makes sense? So now, and by the way, the market flow is down on the weekly too still. So I got a bit of a bias to be short here. Fundamentally too, it won't be a big stretch for me to think that the euro can drop from where these lofty levels here. I don't think it's all as rosy as the market's showing, but hey, you know what? Price is price. It's going up, so you mostly want to be long. But when you get to these resistance levels and this sets up, I'm going to show you a good low-risk way to trade this. This is indecision right here. When you get a doji at the top of a long run up in price like this, that's a sign of reversal. See how it popped above and then got rejected and came back down here. Then I noticed on the 15-minute chart that, now you could, by the way, you could have just sold it on that doji there. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You could have just sold it right here, okay, 145.06, and put a stop above this high here, 145. That's 34. So 30-40 pip risk is all you need, okay, because either it's going to go or it's not. On the 15-minute chart, though, this was more evidence. Like, see how price is going higher, but the MACD is going lower? This is negative divergence, and where is it happening? At what I expected to be resistance. And it's showing negative divergence. So I'm looking now to sell a rally in here, because I'm assuming that we're going to be starting a downtrend. I want to sell a dip. And I like the 62% because there's a pivot right here. You can see that, the M3 pivot. Used to be resistance, resistance, and I'm liking it again. I actually sold it at 145.17. And I gave it a 40 pip stop. And the reason why is because this was late at night for me. Here, I show you what happened. It went up, and I got filled right here just before 10 o'clock at night my time. I'm in Pacific time, so this is like 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern. And I'm going to leave this thing overnight because I'm not going to stay up all night, okay? Because I think that, it's a longer term play. I'm not just looking for a few pips here. This isn't a scalp or anything. So I left it. I put a stop 40 pips away up at 57, which is just above the 50 figure, or the 50 mark, which I kind of like. And then for my profit, so I had a 40 pip risk. If we go back to the 4-hour chart, because I'm really doing this because of a 4-hour / daily setup, I really liked this level right here, the 4,400 figure, right? See, because it used to be, look how it used to be, support here, resistance, it breaks above it. Look at this here. If you look at the Fibonacci levels from this low up to the high, you can hardly even see it. There's actually a 62% right on top of this right here at 44.03 or whatever that is. So I put my order in to cover my trade to buy it back at 44.05, which would give me 112 pips. And I only had a 40 pip risk, so that's good. It's good reward to risk. And when I woke up, what time is this? It was right about here when I first saw this, and everything was going just fine. Of course, I have a break-even stop in by this point, and it really took off down. Could have got more out of it than but you know what? I didn't know this was going to happen. I just knew that this is good reward to risk. We are still in an uptrend on the daily chart, so you know we don't really know for sure what's going to happen. But this was a logical place. I'm very happy with more than a 2.5 to 1 reward to risk, and this is where we're actually right now live. So we'll see what happens here. I'll just show you a little screenshot of the trade. It's right here. You'll see that I sold it. The Euro US dollar sold it at 145.17.7. Actually, I clicked into it, okay, rather than a limit order. And I closed at 144.05, so 112.7 pips profit. See, that's when I got in. When I got in, it was 1 a.m. right here on the 27th, 1 a.m. Eastern time. And I got it at 10:45 Eastern. So I just wanted to show you that. So anyway, that's the process of going through a trade, of the top-down analysis of seeing, okay, what's everything telling me? I'm at a resistance level. Okay, what are the candles telling me on the higher time frames? So just take your time. You don't have to panic about getting in. Be lots of opportunity. And I think that's about it. I hope that that's helpful for you. And again, you know, mark off your levels. You can just see these levels I've got marked here. They're key. They're key levels. Extend them across. Keep an eye on them. They're very important. Down here, I'm going to be watching this when it gets to here. Maybe even in here. Okay, don't be afraid to put lines on your charts, but don't just click around just because you're at a line. You know, make sure it's a significant level. Obviously, this is a significant level down here. Okay, guys, I'll leave it at that. And you guys have a great weekend, and I will be back at the end of next week with another weekly trade example for you. Thanks so much.